ready for a couple suicide casts anyway. At this point in the day. There's a fish. Yeah, I got it. Oh, I lost him. Hammered it. Quick release. Nice. So Lizzie goes down for a nap, and I have the option to eat, sleep, do homework, or fish. And I decided to fish today. So I go back to this body of water. I had seen some fish there last time. I had caught them on the jerkbait. So I go over, and I actually switched up jigs. So last time I fished there, I had the shaky head rigged up. And the shaky head was getting caught up in the ground, or in the bottom, real mucky because there's still some weeds there. And so I really didn't fish this that much. I was disappointed, and I had it on a spinning setup. So this time when I went back, I knew I still wanted to fish a jig. So I put it on this heavy action monster 7-foot rod here, heavy action, and then one of my old Ambassadors, 5600 right here, okay? It's got like 65-pound braid on it, and then I just put this little not a fluoro, usually it's fluoro, but I only had 14-pound mono, so I put that little leader there, and then I tied it to this bait right here. This is a 3/4 ounce Strike King jig, and you'll notice the head on it is a little bit different, right? It's not gonna stand up. It's not a stand-up jig. It's more of a rip it through. And so I was bouncing that, and then on the back here, I just had a trailer. This is a Big Bite Baits, just a jig tip trailer here. So just kind of a creature bait, nice and flat. But this is what I rigged up today, right? And I rigged it up on that big rod so I could rip it through the weeds. Just a little adjustment from the last time I was out there. And first or second cast with it again, I have to review footage, but I threw to a spot that was there was some rock there, and so I knew there was a transition. I think I caught it pretty close to shore, but a couple jigs up, and this thing got hammered. And then I ended up catching a monster fish. It was 20 inches. You should see that in the footage. It was about 13 inches around, so I didn't carry a scale, but incredible, right? Fish released healthy, awesome. So then I go around the other side, and I wanted to fish sort of the same transition on the other side. I knew it was a wall to a rock transition, so I didn't. I kind of went further along the bank, and then I cast it back to it. And I don't think the first cast back, I think I cast it too deep, but the second cast. So the three casts, that second cast after I caught that fish, I ended up getting hit again. Now what's weird is that this fish that I caught, and you're going to see on the footage, or you've seen it already, I don't know, maybe, well, it depends on where I put this little clip. But that fish had the almost exact same measurements. So I don't know if I caught the same fish in three casts. I would be surprised, but either way, another 20-inch largemouth just over, and again, measured 13 inches round at least. So I don't know the calculations on that, but I'm going to be looking it up. But either way, the jig bite was awesome. I felt like I had to give you guys some description on that. I've kind of been grinding the last last couple of months, really been looking for a fish, and then to hook into my personal best largemouth. I was 10 years old when I caught a 19.5-inch largemouth, and I think I've caught a close to 20-incher before, but nothing really documented. So for this to have this documented, my personal best is awesome. So I didn't even go to the pond with anything else. I had 3 rods rigged up. I had just a thumper jig with a little underspin on it and a swim bait, soft bait on it. I threw that a couple times. Threw the jerk bait, obviously, because I caught fish on it last time, nothing there. And then once I caught that fish on the jig, I kept throwing that. But literally all I took, fishing license, pliers, what else did I have? Super line cutters, my polarized sunglasses. I was fishing with gloves out there today. These are awesome gloves if you fish in the cold. But and then I had the GoPro rigged on the chesty. So unbelievable, certainly a memory and something that I captured on film, and really the first time that I'm recapping a catch. And again, I haven't seen the footage yet, so we'll see what happens. But keep fishing, keep grinding. December, that's when the big fish come out, evidently.
Biggest largemouth I've seen. Biggest largemouth I've ever. Oh my gosh, stay hooked. Stay hooked. Stay hooked. Stay hooked. Stay hooked. Stay hooked. Oh my gosh. It's a giant. 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 Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's a giant. It's a giant, you guys. It's a giant. 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 Giant bass. Giant bass. Giant fish. Giant fish. Giant fish. Giant fish. Giant fish. Giant fish. Giant, giant fish. Giant, giant fish. Giant fish. Oh my gosh. This fish. Oh baby, what a monster. An absolute gorgeous fish. What an absolute gorgeous fish. And going strong. And going strong into the deep. I just caught my personal best largemouth. I'm kind of speechless. Absolutely thumped. a jig, and yeah, I was well prepared for it, but I gotta be honest, I'm a little, a little bit still caught up here. So I'll give you guys a full rundown once the heart rate comes back down. But huge fish again. Another big fish. Another big fish. Another big fish. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Another big fish. Another big fish. Another big fish. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, come to Papa. Come to Papa. Oh my gosh. Can't be the same fish. Oh, what a fish. Oh, I felt him eat it a couple times. Come here. Come here. Do you guys see it? Stay down. Oh, this is bigger. You guys. Oh my gosh. Is the same fish? Same exact measurements. Same exact measurements. So cool. Water is so cold, big guy, isn't it? Isn't the water cold? Well, I don't know if my open water fishing season is done, but I came out here in this to try to catch another 5-pound largemouth like I did yesterday. Not so much today, but it's worth it, right? Always worth the grind. Throwing a 3/4 ounce jig in December. It was fun, but no luck. It'll be interesting if I don't catch another open water fish this year. The first fish I caught this year was on the same jig, only a 1/2 ounce, but same trailer and everything. So